President Buhari inaugurates several infrastructural development projects in Nasarawa State, commends Governor Abdullahi Sule for his genuine commitment. Hope rises for resettlement of internally displaced persons to their original homes as Vice President Osinbajo visits Borno. Plus, National Orientation Agency draws more attention to cybersecurity to safeguard critical national information. I'm Naja Atutijani and this is Panorama. Welcome. Proper. Any moment from now, President Muhammadu Buhari will sign the Electoral Act, and we will be joining live. While we wait for President Muhammadu's signing, several infrastructural projects designed to enhance the socio-economic development of Nasarawa State for a prosperous future have been inaugurated in Lafia, the state capital. President Muhammadu Buhari, who performed the ceremony, applauded Governor Abdullahi Sule for his genuine commitment to making life better for the people through his ambitious economic development strategy. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports.
Nasarawa, the home of solid minerals, is considered as President Muhammadu Buhari's political laboratory. No wonder, therefore, the people of the state turn out massively to accord the Nigerian leader a befitting welcome on arrival at the newly completed Lafia Airport, Kwandere. The Lafia Airport, initiated by the Tanko Almakura administration and completed by Governor Abdullahi Sule with the provision of state-of-the-art facilities, was the first to be inaugurated by the president. It is a 10 billion naira public-private partnership initiative that will complement the cargo and commercial flight operations of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Another state government project inaugurated by President Muhammadu Buhari is the Wing Commander Abdullahi Ibrahim Vocational and Technology Institute in the heart of Lafia.
People who have graduated, but they cannot get jobs because they don't have skills. So we decided to introduce different kind of concepts where we can now have shops like welding, air conditioning, advanced technology, and the rest of that, so that people can get certificated. Because of the experience I had, as I was saying, sir, where when we were building the refinery, over 10,000 certified expatriate technicians were brought in. We want to be able to produce those technicians here. This is the dream about this particular project.
Also blessed by the president were the 3.5-kilometer Shinge Barking Abdullahi Klema road leading to the viable areas of economic and industrial concerns, as well as the modern bus terminal and various types of gas-powered buses for enhanced intra- and interstate transport services.
We have roughly about 15 bus parks that cause a lot of traffic here in Lafia. We are now concentrating all these bus parks in one location, and they are going to be here. And for information, sir, both the terminal and the buses are going to be privately driven.
Given his impression, President Muhammadu Buhari said Governor Abdullahi Sule is indeed exceeding all expectations.
I thank you very much for putting the right infrastructure at the right time to make life easier for the people.
In the meantime, the president has formally connected Lafia and indeed Nasarawa State to the national grid for the first time in history. This followed the inauguration of 330, 132 and 33 kV substations located at Akuba, Lafia, strategically positioned to backfeed Abuja, the nation's capital, when the need arises.
Without this infrastructure, development will be very difficult, even if it is possible. So whatever we do for power and the railway and roads, we are doing it to make sure that we make Nigerians independent so that they mind their own businesses.
And before retiring for the day, President Buhari inaugurated the Central Bank of Nigeria branch building in Lafia.
We built this to bring Central Bank of Nigeria closer to our people, particularly as we embark on your vision on delivering on agricultural transformation of Nigeria and to Nigerians.
The project is one of the 9 new branch offices newly executed to make the nation's apex bank visibly present in all parts of the country. From Lafia, Nasarawa State, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari is warning political leaders who swear by the holy books while taking oath of office to ensure that the trust and confidence reposed in them are neither abused nor misplaced in the execution of their mandates. The president handed down the warning during a courtesy visit to the Emir of Lafia, Justice Sidi Bagi Mohammed, as part of his official visit to Nasarawa State. Again, State House correspondent Adamu Sambu reports.
It was a warm welcome for President Muhammadu Buhari on arrival at the 200-year-old Emir's Palace in the heart of Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital. Apart from the Emir of Lafia, who is the chairman of the State Council of Traditional Rulers, other graded monarchs and prominent title holders were also on hand to show solidarity. The Emir, Justice Sidi Bagi, described President Buhari as a godsend who not only salvaged but placed the country on the path to a prosperous and sustainable future. The people of Nasarawa, in particular, he said, cannot thank him enough for the unprecedented federal government presence in critical sectors of the state's economy, thereby impacting positively on their lives.
Mr. President, you are very special to us in Nasarawa State.
You have kept to your promise to Nigeria. You have delivered on your trust in this country. The power that you have given to us, look at it. This is what we are looking at today. We have never had it so good. You have taken us to the next level.
There has never been one time that I have visited Mr. President on the area of security and he had not responded immediately, and that's one of the reasons why we continue to have the security we have in Nasarawa.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who appreciated the show of support and understanding by the people of Nasarawa, promised to make sure that in the last lap of his administration, every day counts in the delivery of public goods.
Whenever we are going to swear by the Holy Quran, we have to be very careful. We have to keep on looking left and right to make sure that we do not abuse the trust God has given us. This leadership in various steps.
The president, who takes pride in the fact that a lot has been achieved in addressing the nation's fundamental problems, said more that still needs to be done will be done consciously towards taking Nigeria to the next level. From Lafia, Nasarawa State, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
All internally displaced persons in camps across Nigeria and neighboring countries will soon be resettled in their original homes, as both the federal and state governments are working hard to execute the plan. This assurance follows Vice President Yemi Osinbajo's visit to the Abadawi IDP camp and some repentant Boko Haram members in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. The Vice President also inaugurated some landmark projects embarked on by the state government as part of the state's recovery process. State House correspondent Chide Onifadi reports.
The El Badawi's IDP's camp is one of the places that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo visits on arrival at the Borno state capital for the inauguration of some projects and the launch of the 30th edition of the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Clinic. Vice President is the chairperson of the federal government resettlement committee recently set up by President Muhammadu Buhari to see to the quick return of all displaced persons and see to their welfare.
We are going to do the best we can to make sure that you are able to return to your home and to continue to do your business and to do your work. By the grace of God, all will be well. All will be well with you.
Apart from thousands in various camps in Nigeria, over 200,000 indigents are in neighboring countries. At another concentration camp where repentant Boko Haram members are kept, the Vice President assures them of better treatment and commends their courage to turn a new leaf.
We will be working with you and with the state government and with donor agencies and friends to ensure that we're able to provide you with a means of not just income, but a place where you can settle down with your families and do your own work and do your own business.
The way that we can end this insurgency is for us to become resilient. Resiliency is key weapon to ending this insurgency, and I think we are committed to ensuring that we should see lasting peace and stability in Borno State. And then what matters is the huge number of people in Borno State that are being displaced, while few of us that are living in the comfort of our rooms. This is not good. We have to go outside and see how we can alleviate the sufferings of the young ones.
The entire people of Borno State appreciate and commend the administration of His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari and your support towards ensuring the restoration of lasting peace to Borno and indeed the North-East sub-region.
Among other programs Vice President Osinbajo performs in Maiduguri includes the inauguration of 14 blocks of 3-bedroom flats, legacy doctors' quarters, the inauguration of a shopping mall named Resilience Commercial Center, inauguration of a 4.3 kilometers road. To cap the day's activities, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo launches the 30th edition of the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Clinic.
It's therefore a great joy for me to announce today to this state and the entire people of Borno State that the federal government, working with our private sector partners, will put up a world-class shared facility for MSMEs. Furthermore, Mr. President has directed that such a facility must reflect the choices of the people of the state and must be commissioned within the next 4 months.
In Maiduguri, Borno State, Jide Onifade.
The House of Representatives is asking for immediate evacuation of Nigerians from Ukraine in view of the current situation in the country. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports that the issue was raised as a matter of urgent public importance at Thursday's plenary.
Requests for arrangements by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission to put a mechanism in place to ascertain the number of Nigerian citizens in Ukraine and ensure safe return of those willing to leave resonated when House members debated the situation in that country located in Eastern Europe.
If a strategic plan is not put in place to secure and provide safe passage for our citizens, they may be trapped or worse, harmed.
Sokoto State alone have over 500 students sponsored to study medicine in Ukraine.
Unequivocally, and urge the Nigerian government to very quickly, by the speed of light, react to the need of our people abroad in Ukraine or around the Russian border.
We must look for how best to evacuate our citizens who are locked up in Ukraine, especially the students.
A state of emergency has been declared. The leader of the House, the chairman of Foreign Affairs, should liaise with the Foreign Affairs Ministry today.
With all sense
and if nothing positive comes out of that meeting and it's all about red tape, we have to do this, we have to do that, I think you should liaise with the chairman Air Peace.
Yes.
And whatever it's going to cost the House, whatever we need to do, I think we need to leave this, you need to leave this country latest tomorrow.
House members also adopted the motion from Obin Nachidoka on the need to investigate the COVID-19 database of travelers and the motion from Abdullahi Ali Halims urging authorities to revive moribund automobile assembly plants in Nigeria.
In the 70s up to the early 90s, automobile companies like Volkswagen, Peugeot, Leyland, and Namco etc. had functional assembly plants located in different cities across the country and contributed positively to the economy.
National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, which is in charge of the vaccination database, has become a service provider for the airline business and does not have a dedicated call center for resolving COVID-19 related enquiries.
7 bills passed first reading, while 4 passed second reading. Among them, a bill to establish Federal Medical Center at Inkowa, Kano State, from House Leader Al-Hassan Adudugwa, and that seeking the establishment of Federal Medical Center Sabon Gidaura in Edo State, sponsored by Julius Ihomveri. In another development, the chairman of the Nigeria-Brazil Parliamentary Group met with a delegation led by that country's ambassador to Nigeria on agricultural development projects. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
This is News Panorama on the network service of the NTA. We'll take a break now, and when we return, Panorama will continue with Suleiman in Kaduna.
The vaccine offers hope for a safe country free of coronavirus. I urge all state governments, traditional and religious leaders to take the lead in the mobilization effort within their environment and spheres of influence. I similarly urge all eligible Nigerians to present themselves and be vaccinated in accordance with the order of priority already mapped out at the various authorized designated centers only.
Maize farmers in Kaduna State have produced large quantities of quality maize following incentives provided by the federal government under its agricultural diversification policies to enhance the nation's food security. They are also determined to export surplus and create window for foreign exchange. Haruna Mohammed reports.
Maize production is gaining popularity among farmers as they look inwards to produce the commodity in large quantity. Maize farmers in the country have embraced federal government agricultural diversification policies, which are yielding positive results. They identified various incentives introduced to farmers by the Buhari administration as critical to the realization of food security. Therefore, maize production is more pronounced as farmers under the auspices of Maize Farmers Association cultivated several hectares of land to produce hybrid maize enough for local consumption and export. Kaduna is hosting Maize Pyramid, first of its kind in the country. Haruna Mohammed, NTA News.
And with us to shed more light on this gigantic development in the agricultural sector, especially looking at maize production in Nigeria, is the chairman, Maize Farmers Association, Kaduna State Chapter, in the person of Muhammad Kabir. He's here in the studio for a discussion on this. You are most welcome to News Panorama.
Okay, thank
yes,
you very much.
Just recently we have seen the erection of maize pyramids in Kaduna State, and this is an indication that there is massive production of maize this year. What could be the reasons?
Yes, certainly the maize pyramids that people, all the Nigerians are seeing now being formed in Kaduna. It is being formed by the Maize Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
But I would like to first to correct the impression that this pyramid or this maize that we are bringing to this pyramid venue is not only from Kaduna, it's from all over the federation.
All right.
So it's a national pyramid, not Kaduna State pyramid.
Okay.
So this maize that you are seeing is the maize that we received from our farmers, whom we have given the loan through the Ankoborwa program, sponsored by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So it is certainly in our program that this Ankoborwa program, any farmer who is given the input should pay with the grain, not money.
So it's a recovery plan?
It's a recovery, certainly.
Okay. Do you believe that maize farmers in the country have the capacity to really address food security and produce more for export?
Yeah, certainly, I think by what we are doing now in Kaduna, everybody will understand that there is adequate maize now being produced in this country. Okay. Even compared with what was being produced particularly before the 2016, when this program was implemented by this administration.
Yes.
I think we keep on saying that the production of maize in this country before 2016 was about 8 million metric tons, but now we have reached, I think, about 24 million metric tons. And we got this increase through this Ankobroa program being implemented by the federal government. And we as commodity associations, the Maize Association is one of the community associations recognized by the federal government to implement this Ankobroa program.
Okay.
And we are promoting the production of maize through our registered farmers, whom we receive money from the central banks through the Unity Bank, and we gave them. So this certainly has empowered them and increased the production in the maize sector.
All right. There seems to be a twist between demand and also supply chain, as poultry farming is also demanding this maize you are producing, and also the demand by consumers who want to make it a kind of source of livelihood to eat at homes. What are you doing to harmonize this and to reconcile the two?
Yes, you see, the maize that we are producing in this country, it will serve the two purposes.
All right.
That is both for the human consumption and for the processing. And even the maize that we are seeing here, immediately we finish forming this pyramid and was commissioned, or is commissioned, I think we'll sell it here to the processors or whoever is interested to buy.
Okay.
So even the consumers or the processors will come forward and buy this maize.
I believe you have some challenges. What are the major challenges in brief?
Well, the major challenges is, in production, we need so many things, to be assisted. Like mechanization, it is very important that now we have some tractors, processors, and harvesters available to assist the farmers.
Okay, thank you very much. Time will not allow us to continue, but we believe next time we'll invite you to shed more light on this development. Thank you for coming to our studio.
Thank you.
Muhammad Kabir, Chairman, Maize Farmers Association of Nigeria, Kaduna State Chapter. Moving on now, people of Jigawa State continue to enthuse over the establishment of the new Federal University of Technology, Babura, that is set to commence academic activities on a temporary site. Muhammad Askira reports that Governor Badru Abubakar and the pioneer management of the university have paid an assessment visit to the university.
Of the first Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sabo Ibrahim, alongside the Registrar Fatima Mohammed, the Bursar Ibrahim Al-Hassan, and the librarian Dr. Abashi Atiku has inspected the temporary site, where he expressed his excitement over the cutting-edge facilities deployed at the school. With the infrastructure on ground, he says everything is set for the new university to commence academic activities.
You see, starting a program is not something that you just start readily. First of all, you even have to determine the needs of the people. Which type of program would we like to start with, coupled with the infrastructure on the ground? That will help us determine, it's okay, we are going to start with degree in this or in that. That's the first thing. For now, so far so good. We have just went around, we have seen the infrastructure, we will sit down and then we will actually liaise with NUC based on what we have seen and based on the courses that we intend to start.
Governor Muhammadu Badru Abubakar and the State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Dr. Lawan Yunus Adanzomo, also joined the university management team on the inspection of the learning facility.
And now it's left for the professionals who have been appointed to sit down, to look at this on ground, assess the requirements, at least for takeoff, and see if there are any other things which they need to put together with what is here on ground to start the university as soon as possible.
Taking off of this university will no doubt impact positively on the educational landscape of Jigawa State, while bringing the total number of universities to 4 in the state with many other tertiary learning institutions. From Dutse, Muhammad Askira, NTA News.
And on sports update, let's join Clement Oloruntoba.
37 volleyball teams, 21 male and 16 female, are already in Kontagora, Niger State, to slug it out In this year's Kotenkora Invitational Challenge, 17 matches will be decided in day one. Staging Bees will face CAF Ambassador. Live Camp hosts NASA Thunders. Victory Spikers lock horns with Niger Brass, while Yelwa Spikers is up against Ofavisi in the men's category. In the women's category, Chief of Army Spikers will have their hands full against NAF Rocket. Defense Spikers take on Chief of Naval Spikers, while Giran Spikers host NASA Thunders. Meanwhile, the Jabi Lake, Abuja is set to host the final of the 2022 Admiral Festus Pobeni annual boat race on Saturday. 131 paddlers from 13 states and boat clubs in Nigeria are in contention over 46 races as finalists are emerging for the finals in 18 categories. One Christopher Rowland expressed confidence in the ability of Nigeria-made paddlers who have displayed dexterity over 2 days to soon dominate different rowing and canoe events in Olympics and World Championships.
What I like here in Nigeria is that the federation is working both with canoe sprint and newcomers, but very important, people with disability, athletes with disability, part of the team.
And finally, the Athletics Federation of Nigeria will hold an all-comers competition next week in Akure, Ondo State. The event, which will take off the federation's track and field section, will hold at the Federal University of Technology, Akure. Some of the events to be competed for include 100 meters for men and women, 200 meters, 400 meters, and long jump. Akure, for the third consecutive year, is kick-starting track and field events for the federations and has always set the tone for the rest of the year for home-based athletes. With sport updates, Clement Olorutoba, NTA News.
That is Panorama for today, but remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. Say no to rape and rapists. And also, this is to announce to you that very soon, or any time from now, President Muhammadu Buhari will sign the electoral bill into law at the State House. Please stay tuned.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Shall we take... After that, we'll be taking the national anthem, please. Okay, shall we take the national anthem, please? 1, 2, go.
To serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith, the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Okay, yes, we'll see me, you and the speaker.
protected and designed by the Almighty.
Someone who is a Christian is someone who lives a life of Jesus Christ. And the life of Jesus Christ is a life of sacrifice.
Yes.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Sheer adventurism is driving me to go deep into the